This is a SsangYong Musso Q250, the latest version, Saracen. So you see here it's got the ladder type black grille, comes with the black alloy wheels, side steps with the Saracen logo, comes with plastic door handle and wing mirrors, rear tint in the rear windows. On this particular model, as we're showing you around it, we fitted a fixed 13 pin tow bar, and we've fit a mountain top roller shutter. So we have that there as well for you. So we've got, vehicle comes with standards with rear parking sensors and a reverse camera, which is there. Bed wise, there's your boot there, the bed there. That lengthwise is 1,300 millimeters. They do a Rhino, which is a slightly longer wheelbase. That's 1,610 millimeters on the back. Depth wise, you're looking 570 millimeters. So basically the Rhino in length then is probably up to about here, I would say, roughly, longer. But we said where the keys were, that much more longer than the Saracen. Let's back up. Go around. This, like I say, this is the Indian red. It comes in marble grey, Atlantic blue and space black, and you can also get it in grand white. You still have the black bumpers and wheel arches, and like I say, if you go for the Saracen model, you will have the black alloy wheels. So I hope you can agree, it's a lovely looking pickup truck. Now, this boasts a 2.2 diesel engine, that's 202 PS and 441 Newton meters of torque. This vehicle will carry 1 ton whilst driving and pulling 3.5 tons if necessary. So that's the only one in the market. It all comes with a 7-year, 150,000 mile warranty as well. Service intervals for this vehicle are every 12,500 miles or a year, whatever comes first. So let's show you the inside. All the wheels have a tyre pressure warning system, and for tyre pressure it's down here to say what your tyre pressure should be. So that's on the driver's door. So basically it's saying about 34. Personally I put 35 in all the way around and I'm covered. You have got electric driver's seat, so move this one back and forth, up or down. This one there brings the back of the seat up and down, and that one there does this bit here, which is the lumbar support. You have got your bonnet release just here, and then you've got your gears. Right, I'm going to start from here and I'll work my way across. So, the first button we're going to look at is this one here. So you can fold the wing mirrors in and out yourself, if you wish. But if you can leave it flat like that setting, it'll basically fold in when you lock or unlock the car. The next one's this one here. So basically you turn it right or turn it left to say which mirror you want to control, and then move it around like a joystick and that'll move the mirror glass around for you. Everyone's got their own electric window, but you've got everyone's. Nearest side is to the driver's door is the driver's side. The driver's got an auto one, so it'll go up and down straight away automatically. Say someone's driving around and you're driving around and someone in the back is playing about with the windows, you can hit this button here and it stops everyone else's windows from working. When the car gets up to about 5 miles per hour, the car will lock itself up. So if anyone tries to grab the handle on the outside, they won't be able to get in, but you'll still be able to get out from the inside. Again, you can hit this button and lock and unlock the car as and when you wish. The other good thing I quite like about this is, say if I was in a bit of a dodgy area, as soon as I park up, I can hit that button, it'll lock me in the car and unlock it if I want to let someone else in. So I quite like that bit there. So we've got leather interior, so this is black leather interior that it comes with. What we got here, so obviously we've got our boring air vents as usual. This one here is downhill assist braking, so the idea of that, it slows the car down as it goes down the hill. Next to that, you've got ESP, which is electronic stadium program. So it's got a little onboard computer, and it tells you how much pressure to put on each wheel when it goes around corners. The one underneath that, the P and the sensor, is basically your parking sensors, so you can turn the beeping noise off if you wish. Next to that, you've got your headlight level adjustment, which you should adjust if you're carrying a heavy load and making the front of the vehicle point up to the sky. It's to basically bend the lights back down. So let's get this bad boy started up and let's show you some more features of it. So foot on the brake, make sure the vehicle's in park, then hit this button. That is how you will start your Musso. Also, to turn it off, you just hit the button and you get this nice little display. The car disappears on you. Again, if I start the engine up, it all comes up. So we've got a digital display, nice, clear and crisp. We've got the Rev Counter on the left, Speedo on the right. Inside the Rev Counter, it's got a P that basically tells you what gear you're in. So I'm in P, I'm in reverse. It shows me little sensors there and a reverse camera on here. But again, I've done a little extra video separate to this to how to use the infotainment system. It covers the reverse camera as well. I can put it into neutral, I can put it into drive. You've got this option that if you put your into drive this side, or you can go into drive that side. If you go into the drive to the left to the passenger, you can then use this button to go up and down the gears. So instantly, as soon as I put it over to the passenger, it's saying I'm in gear 1. I can hit the button, I can put it in gear 2, or I can go back to gear 1. But basically, I'm going to leave it in drive nearest the driver's side, and it'll do all the gears for me. So let's put it back into park. So you've got that screen here. To move across this screen, I can use these buttons here. So these buttons here I can use. So first one is basically the main screen, and then within the screen moving. So I can hit that. It'll show me my tyre pressures. Basically, the car needs to be driving for about 30 seconds to a minute. The car, basically the tyres need to rotate to be able to give it a tyre pressure. So like I said to you, we've got to make sure that we've got our tyre pressure right, and then we've got to put 34 PSI in all the tyres. I can have trip A, I can have trip B, and some other features, but I like this one, drive range, how much fuel in miles in the petrol tank. So I've got 98 miles worth of fuel before I need to put any more in. I can then hit this button here, and that will change my screen. I can have it, so I've got like a digital speedo, so I can have it like that. Or if I hit this button down, I can change it like this, so I can have a little bit of navigation. I can have a digital speedo, and I can have the radio. So I can turn it down, it'll show me what I'm listening to. So again, if I hit it again, it moves it back to just the digital speedo. So if I hit this button again, I'll go across and back to this. If I hit it again, I can actually show up the maps. So it'll show the maps exactly as what's on the screen. I do like that feature because sometimes I do feel that I'm looking to the side rather than looking straight out in front of me. I can also, if I had my Apple Android CarPlay clicked in, it will also show up on this display as well. I've still got me what gear I'm in, I've still got my speed, so that's a nice little setting. And then I can go through user settings and stuff like that as well if I wanted to. So I'm going to leave this on how much fuel in miles in the petrol tank because I find that one quite useful. All your wipers are all on this stalk. So we go up one, it does a quick swoop. Down one puts it onto like auto wipers, so as soon as it deems it needs to do it, it will do the wipers, or you can do it yourself. So you've got like a second and third option. So if it's raining cats and dogs, you can push it all the way to the bottom. Alright, so you have that as well. Cruise control. The car comes with cruise control, so basically that's your on button, that's your off button. I set the speed to what I want it set to as I'm driving along. So say we're driving along the A12 doing 70 miles per hour, minding our own business. Some plonker pulls out in front of us. Don't worry about hitting buttons, just put your feet straight back on the pedals, you'll take full control of the car. I've also got a button here that I can hit, this is the nav, and it just brings up the nav instantly on the screen, which I find quite handy as I'm driving along. You have got a heated steering wheel in this car, so brilliant in the winter months. Like I say, you've got a heated steering wheel, so good for the winter months, especially you're not going to have to get up early to go to work to pay for your Musso. So you've got that button there to keep your hands warm while you're doing it. This one's your voice recognition. Again, I've done some videos on Apple and Android CarPlay that's separate to this. Have a watch them, that will show you how to use this button. You can mute the radio just by hitting that button now. This one button here is to answer your phone calls. Again, I've done some more videos on this lot for you already. So this is your indication stalk, up and down for indication. You can turn your lights off. You can put it onto auto lights. So as soon as it deems it's dark enough, ping, they'll come on for you. And then you've got side lights and you've got your main lights. Doing that doesn't mean the screen will change, because it'll presume it's dark because you've got your lights on, so it'll give you a lesser glow in the cabin, which I quite like. I can do fog lights myself, so I've got front fogs, rear fogs, and they show up on the display. And I'll put it back onto auto lights now. There you go, the screen comes back up. So there you go. Right, what else we got? Like I said, I've done a video on the infotainment unit, how to use the reverse camera, how to play MP3s, iPods and Bluetooth and everything like that. So I've done that, so we'll ignore that, watch the videos on that. This is all to do with your air conditioning. So you've got temperature for passenger, test temperature for driver. At the moment you can see they're both linked to be on the driver's one. But if I unsync and say we're driving along and my passenger was actually getting too cold, she can change the temperature to have it to what she wants. What I also like about this, when you play about with these buttons, it will show up on the display on the infotainment system. So I can basically hit this button, it'll sync it back to mine. I can grab the air from outside, or I can circulate the air that's in the car. I always circulate the air that's in the car. It means I don't get smog from outside, and I think if it's grabbed the air once to cool it down or warm it up, when it grabs it again, perhaps it doesn't have to work as hard. So I've got that feature there. Then you've got these ones here, which is basically where you want the wind to go. So I normally have it on window and feet. This one, if you turn it like this, it does your fan speed for you. If you hit that one, turns the AC on and off, and then that's your on and off button as well. You have an auto button, which basically means you can set the temperature to say 19, hit auto, and then what the car will do, every time you get in the car, it'll either work its way up to 19 or down to 19. In the Saracen model, you have heated and ventilated seats. So like I said to you earlier, when it comes to the heated steering wheel in the winter months, you have 3 degrees of burning to keep you nice and warm in those winter months. In the summer months, like it's getting a bit hot now, with all this dark leather, it can play havoc on your back sweat. So we give you 3 degrees of coolness in the driver's seat and the passenger seat. Well worth having. If you've never had it, try it. It's almost like the air hockey table. The air comes up through the seats. It's lovely. It does keep you cold, especially the bottom of your back. Love it to bits personally. Right, what we got here? We've got 12 volts. Opposite side, we've got the old-fashioned cigarette lighter, but again, can be used as another 12 volter. You've got your USB, so basically USB wire, and then you've got one that can just do for charging. But if you use the USB one, that'll be the better one to use, because then if you use your Apple Android CarPlay, you plug it into that one, then it'll play through the car for you. Alright? So, we've got park, reverse, neutral, drive. We've gone with going over, we've gone with doing the button. But what's this button here? This button basically changes the gear linkages. So we go in power mode, winter mode, or economical mode. What it does is just change the gear linkages. Personally, never bothered with it. I just put it in eco mode and leave it as that. This is for your selectable 4-wheel drive. So you can put it in 4 high, 4 low. To do that, you need to have the car stopped on either in park or in neutral. Then you move that to put it into 4 high and 4 low. To be honest, the only time really that I would use 4 high and 4 low, if I was going across a muddy field or up a mountain hill. On normal roads, I wouldn't bother. I'll just leave it in 2-wheel drive personally. So that's what I do there. So you've got this nice black headlining. You've also got that you can turn lights on here yourself. You can do it so it does the whole room, so it does the back one as well. But I normally have it on the doors. So as soon as I open the door, the light will come on. So that's what I use mainly. Other than that, you've got your little seatbelt reminder up here, and they light up when people got their belts on. Yeah, other than that, there's not really much more to show you. Please look at the videos of the Apple Android CarPlay and how to use the infotainment for this. And then, yeah, you pretty much know everything you need to know of how to use your SsangYong Musso Q250 Saracen model. Thank you, bye.